Right, Stoke, another day.
Another episode.
Another episode. We don't quite know what we're doing today. It all depends on how we get on.
Yeah, we've got three things what we're on our little way to do now. Depending on what pulls off, depends on what gets done at the unit.
So we've got to pick up a few bits from Birmingham on a little travel.
Yeah.
So we're going to go round, we're going to have a little look, see what's ready and what we can do.
Yeah.
And it's basically going to be Sierra, DS3 or Celica.
Or nothing's going to be ready and this is where the episode ends.
So if it's longer than 1 minute, you know we managed to do something. But yeah, we're going to head into Brum now and we'll let you know.
They'll probably know by the thumbnail as well because they know the thumbnail
before we do. yeah. So stay tuned. Stoke, hot day, sweating out in here.
No, we're not, because we've got the aircon fixed.
Oh yeah,
nice and cool, mate. Nice and cool.
Running some errands.
Yeah.
Normally, when we've got to go to Birmingham, we like to get 10 things done at one time, don't we?
Or we just send Dave.
Yeah. You mean Joey?
Yes. Sorry.
That's his name.
Yeah, but he's not here, is he?
No. So what we've done, it's a few little different bits. So we're going over to dual metallising.
Yeah.
They've had the headlights for about
years,
2 or 3 months now. Yeah. But the main problem is the only reason we didn't pick them up is because they coated them in this new silver coating.
Yeah.
And they said that they didn't get the finish that they wanted.
They were just having a few issues, weren't they?
So they've said they've done it 2 or 3 times and it's not come out as the one. So we're going to take over. We've got another set of inners for some headlights. So we're going to take them over, see what they think about them, if they can get a better job done on them, and if they can, basically swap them. See what they can do.
Sorted.
Yeah. We've also got to go to rotating electrics.
Yeah.
Drop off the alternator from the Celica.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've mentioned this yet, but it was knackered, wasn't it? It's like burnt out or something, isn't it?
They might have seen the footage, but I did a little test.
Yeah.
So if you've seen the footage, you've seen the test. It's getting hot, makes a noise, and it's not charging.
Yeah. They've had some bits off us before.
They've done a start motor on the Celica.
They've done 2 start motors for us, isn't it?
They did the Celica.
I'm sure they did some.
Sierra.
They did both, yeah. Anyway, they're good. They're reasonably priced and they've got a quick turnaround. So we've used them before, so we've got to drop that off. And then the last thing is you've got to go to a Citroen parts place.
Yeah, for the DS3.
Yeah. So we've managed. Stokes had a bumper anyway, and we've tried to salvage what we can out of that bumper. Yeah. And then we've got to get up some little parts just to make
little bits just to.
But as usual, this DS3. We can't get the exact bits, can we?
What is it? 100 made worldwide?
Something like that, yeah.
And I'll go and buy it written off, thinking that we can just go and get the bits from Citroen, but...
Yeah. So, we're going to get round to these places anyway. We'll show you the lights when we get them back and see...
What we're in at the minute, yeah?
Load of traffic. We always come at rush hour in Birmingham.
No, Birmingham's complete rush hour all the time, mate. Unless you come at about probably 12 o'clock at night.
Oh, well, yeah.
But then everything's closed.
Back from our adventures.
Sort of successful, weren't they?
We dropped the alternator off. That's going to be ready.
What did he say it was? Stator?
Stators.
The stator's burnt out.
Yeah. But he says he might be able to get the new innards. He might not.
No, he can. No, he said you can get the new innards, but if he can't, he's got to measure it all up. Mm. Yeah, so he can get it all, can't he?
Yeah. Anyway, we went to the dual metallising place, and these are how
that is shiny.
How they've come out. Compare them to how they would have looked previous.
And these were actually a bit better, weren't they?
Yeah.
These were nailed.
The complaint they had really with these is why they had them so long. This one I don't think is as bad, but when you look inside, like, I think the other one's a little bit worse. There's just some areas where it hasn't, the finish isn't like perfect, but that's more than likely the old lights. He explained the process of how these lights are made, and it's just, I think, part of that, isn't it, really? So they're 10 times better anyway. And once you've got all the lenses in and the covers and everything...
Yeah, because the glass, where's the glass? The glass isn't obviously clear, it's got all these little lines in, so...
You'll never ever notice that,
no.
Unless you take them apart
But
again.
they said they did them 3 times for us, didn't they?
Yeah.
To try and get them perfect.
But...
I don't think it's going to show up on the camera, is it, Jack?
No, you can... There's just like... It's hard to see, really.
Can you see that round that area there? It's just little bits like that. But
yeah.
If you look at these lights, the old ones, can you... On camera, you can see that top part there, can't you, Jack?
Well, he said the process is different. What they do is different to how it's done from the factory. So this is never going to, you know, they'll all end up like that.
He said that's from the bulb. The bulb's done that. The heat off the bulb has actually damaged the back.
But I think the way that they do it, I think is a bit more longer lasting. It can handle the heat a little bit better. Either way.
It cost us 200 quid, wasn't it? About 100 quid a side.
Which is quite expensive, but as Stokes was saying, you probably couldn't get a set of headlights for 200 quid, and even if you did, they probably would be in the same condition.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
So it's the best that we can do. It was difficult even finding someone that actually did this process.
Yeah, because they mainly do just for metal.
Yeah, it's
where
not
these aren't metal.
plastic. So they look good anyway. We're going to build all the lights up with all the bits we've got. We did go to Citroen about the front end of the DS3, and there's a bit of a wait on them, so we can't get them just yet. And we should get the alternator back in a couple of days. So
yeah, we're going to beaver away on that.
It's too hot for this though.
It is. I've got some cold, not beers, but waters in the fridge, because if we're drinking beer, mate, it'll never go back together, will it? And Dave, where's Dave? Have a guess, everyone. Where do you think Dave is?
I'll tell you in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, yeah. I'll have a bear again.
Stag do. Does he hang around a church and say, who's getting married next? Because, or does he organise stag do's? Perhaps he organises stag
It's his
do's.
second job.
Could be.
Anyway, let's crack on with this.
Right.
Isn't there something special about these orange repeaters?
What do you mean?
Don't they only come on a certain year?
2-wheel drive.
Is that what it is? They only come on 2-wheel drive?
The early ones had, even though everyone swapped them out, didn't they? Bright orange repeaters, everyone went to
Clear. Well, they're clear, were they?
Yeah, like everyone, on every car went to clear, didn't they? The go-to now is the orange repeater. The original are original Ford, but as you can see from, I mean, you could have just polished them up, but look, they're all cracked.
Yeah, no good, are they? They look much better.
Yeah, so we've got these deep.
We've got the one in.
It's looking good, mate. Stuff like that, when you get new, just simple things, new lights.
They're quite cheap, weren't they then?
Yeah, they weren't expensive. Because obviously on a base model, Sapphire had these. It was only the Cosworth what had the clear in the 4-wheel drive, and maybe gear models or whatever. I bought aftermarket ones of them. The original ones fit in, but the aftermarket ones don't. And it is because we've had the car painted as well, so it's probably an extra buildable paint, but it don't want to go in, does it? And we don't want to like chip all the paint out. So we'll have another little look at that. But Jack's been busy as well. Look at them bad boys.
Are they brand new?
Brand new.
Fresh out the box.
So we've got to put the rest of the clips on, but they're still drying. We've got all the little brackets over there what we've just painted up, because we thought can't be brand new in it all and putting all rusty clips on, so we've tidied them up.
Let's have a quick.
Yeah, so
these are all rusted out.
yes, we just put that.
So actually, they look like that. Like a big pile of rust. So,
but they were like grey originally, and all I did was primer and just lacquered it. So, and it seems to look the same. So Jack's got a few more bits to put on this before we drop them in there. So we'll get these in, because we've got to get all the wiper motor bits on.
Yeah, which I don't know where.
We'll have to start with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a few different ones to choose from, so we're going to get them all sorted. Get the headlights in. We can get the grill in then, can't we?
Yep.
And the front's going to look
more complete.
And then we're going to have an attempt to the fog lights and some other bits.
Yeah.
You know, just chipping away at it.
As you do.
As you do. I'm not lying now.
It's been about 2 hours, hasn't it?
Oh, or more. Just fiddling around with them headlights.
We've had to paint them, and obviously I cleaned up the 2 original headlights, and then halfway through I realised that 2 of the brackets are actually broke on
the back. So good job, Cosy Dave. Big up to Cosy Dave.
He's always sorting us out.
Yeah, them other set of lights, because we've. But if you do need some other lights, we have got spares.
Yeah.
So if you need
bits and bobs there.
Yeah. Plenty of spares.
So, carry on.
Carry on.
Right, headlights are fully built up. All the brackets are on them now. But, as usual, we're missing one little part. But luckily, Mr. Stokes is on the case.
Well, it's just gone all the way through the little wire wheel thing, so... Yeah, little bracket.
Well, show them where's the original one?
The original. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
So
this bracket, I think, is what holds it onto the grill. Is that right?
But I've just realised...
You've done a left-hand one.
They're handy, aren't they? Back to the drawing board. I could just bend it back.
The opposite way?
Right.
Yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? Yeah.
You know, up there for thinking, down there for dancing and all that.
But as soon as that's on, we can get the headlights in, get the grill in. Car's ready to go, isn't it? Ready to drive.
Yeah, turn the key, mate. Turn the key.
Oh, I needed that.
Whoops. Don't tell Dave. Just to finish it off. So, we've just realised, Cosy Dave, do you like my specs?
Yeah, you've been good.
I look intelligent, I look like I know what I'm on about.
Turn that radio down, please.
Oh yeah, you know, don't be getting done for it.
Copyright. For some reason we had 3 left-hand or right-hand fog lights.
Cosy Dave sorted us out with some lovely second-hand new fog lights.
Yeah.
But they were, like Jack just said, they were both, what, left-hand?
I'm not sure which way. Either both left-hand or both right-hand.
Yeah. So these, if you are buying fogs, they are handed. They're not just one unit what works.
Well, we're not sure if you can just flip them. Oh no, they can't.
No, you can't because there's a little notch.
That's why the brackets are, yeah.
So I've literally just brute force with my thumbs pushed that out, but that one was broken. It was broken already, so I didn't want to push my thumbs through and chop my thumbs off. So they just push
proper
out.
glass this is. It's not that shatter stuff.
No, this is proper. Mate, that's made out of jam jars. That is literally jam jars. So now we're going to fit the good Ford glass to the right hand side.
Yeah, we're going to
damage.
Hopefully the glass is the same.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it?
Yeah.
We want to spray them up anyway, obviously.
You just want to paint these outer edges silver again.
Yeah.
They do get covered up, but just in case you see a little bit of it. I'll tidy up my mess. I reckon even broken that's worth about £1 million in Cosworth tax. Before we fit the gearbox and all this business, and technically before we put the engine in, it needed this heat. Yeah, there's like a little heat-proof carpet shield bit on the bulkhead, and probably every single person's one of this in their Sierra now is probably like ours, just a bit tatty. So, big shout out to Sierra's Auras, called them up. This isn't off them, they just told me where to get it from. Nice blokes, absolutely sound. They couldn't have helped any better, do you know what I mean? And they literally said, like, mate, we get this from there, order that, proper stuff. So it's like a is it Dodo?
Dodo?
Dodo, mate. And you got smell-o-vision, it's kind of a bit weird.
Smell like a dodo.
It does. But you can, it's not 100%, that's like a kind of carpet, but it may look like that. I mean, look, if you look there where the servo is, it is smooth, so it probably did look like that from new, and it's just got a bit fluffy over the years. But it's heat resistant as well, because obviously it's in the engine bay. I think it's sticky back, so it sticks.
To the back of the bulkhead?
Yeah, so you wouldn't have to stick it, because obviously this is fitted
with fixings and
yeah,
stuff,
so if you trim that off, you could leave that on the back because you might end up in a sticky mess, or we may end up in a sticky mess. But I've got loads here, so if this turns out right,
you can start shotting them.
start slinging them in the streets, anyway. Yeah, if you Sierra needs one, just get in contact. But no, if it works, I think this was about £50, and there's loads, like 6 metres. So I've got tons of it. I've got to cut it all out yet, and I weren't very good as a kid, keeping in the line, so. And then the only bit is that metal bit, which I think you can get like a metal foil. I think it's where the downpipe goes down.
Get some tin foil.
Could do.
Stick it on.
What is a dope? They're extinct.
Yeah.
That one, is that right? This must be worth some money then. If this is made out of extinct dodos,
Get on with it. I know what you're all thinking. Why didn't he mark it out on the other side of the thing?
Because I knew I had loads and I like to do stuff
The hard way.
10 times over. And if Dave was here, he would have pointed this out after I would have made the mistake.
I pointed it out today for you, just so you reminded you of me. Him.
Thank you, mate. It does come off with a bit of a brake cleaner, but future reference, do it the other way up. So,
Looks right, doesn't it?
it don't look too bad, but I will say, the original one, kind of around the ballhouse in Bulkhead area, it like bends a little, so it's not like flat. So we're going to have to see how it goes, but I think it's going to look 10 times better than that. And then we improvised and used bottle caps. Is it not a bottle cap? We did use a bottle cap, but it was too big, so we used like a socket just to make an imprint. Same with that, to cut round, because obviously when you draw around that, it's all like all over the shape. Oh, all over the shape?
All over the shape.
Can't even talk today, mate. I'm going to leave the back on, I think, but stick it on, yeah, technically. Put it on and see how it looks. I'll do these 99p, but then I'll have to add the Cosworth tax, which is what?
100 quid.
101p. Good deal, that is, isn't it?
Oh, this is set up well and nice, isn't it?
Well, you know, you just go up, you pick a box, go through it.
The top shelf's a bit lower now as well, isn't it? So you can get up there.
That's it, mate. Get to bits, but now we've got front end bolt, headlight, bumper. Like a Ford Sierra, but now it looks like a Ford Sierra Cosworth because we've got the grilling and the fog lights in. The bumper isn't fitted, is it? It's got
It's not fixed on the sides properly
so
yet.
it's all loose, so we need to adjust that and get. It has got a bit of sagging in, and obviously we've got to fit the little wiper blade bits, which we can do when we take. We're going to take the bumper off. We've had these lights in and out, haven't we, Jack?
Yeah.
That many little, it's kind of just chucked in there and just a couple of screws in it, but we're figuring out that little bracket I made up. We thought we had it the wrong way around, but we hadn't. We had to just kind of manipulate both the brackets so then they're in the right place. That then hooks this and pulls that. So we're trying to actually do this without scratching or wrecking anything.
It's very old school the way it's all put together, I think.
It's not like you have to slot it in one bit and then,
It's just all these little extra trims and grills that are like...
Well, we went down the other unit to look for them clips, and then I found the clips in another box. So we have found them clips now. It's little thing like, to me, that grill and this headlight needs pulling out. But when you pull the headlight out, that adjusts the grill and everything. See how that isn't in line there?
I don't think it looks too bad. It's, a little bit.
That there, we need to back that off, and that'll pull the whole headlight out, and that'll line that up with that there. So we're going to do a bit more tweaking, but you'll agree. Look at that now.
It looks like you'd take it out for a drive, yeah.
It looks actually like a car. People are walking in and going, "What's that, mate?" Oh, it's a Ford Sierra because they can see the side. You know what it is now. I do need to get, it ain't in bad nick, but need a new Ford badge, but I've got to...
Everything looks better on camera.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
I've got to get the right size. If someone knows the size for this car, because I need a rear one as well, get in the comments, let me know best place to get them from and the size.
I will say, mate, considering we've pretty much chopped the entire front end of this car off, it's just like off several different cars, and I think it looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that it looks as good as it does, to be honest.
If you've been from the start with this car, you'll know what we've been through. If you just come onto this channel because
go back and watch them.
What we've done to this.
But just seeing it all complete like that together in the one colour.
Yeah.
it's like, it's nice, isn't it? We've finally got to like a,
Yeah.
I know there's still loads more to go, but
We wasn't allowed to fit the headlights until we put the engine in, Dave said. Because Dave's not here. So if he moans at us now because we fitted the headlights, we said, well, you said as long as the engine's in, we can put the headlights in.
yeah.
So, yeah, because this is the old sand panel, look at the state of it.
Yeah. When we were looking through the parts earlier, I couldn't believe how rusty it actually was. It was proper nailed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the same, all the wings, all the inner arch bits, they were just completely nailed, weren't they? I can't believe it looks how it does now, to be honest.
I know, we keep looking at it going, bloody hell, I've got loads of stuff to do, but we have done lots on it.
Yeah. The thing is, we've got to this point as well where every little bit we do now is so time consuming. It's took us a day just to do the lights, do you know what I mean? And then
They look good.
yeah, it's worth it in the end, you know what I mean?
I know, if you, honestly, you probably won't see any difference, but obviously we put these back together, that's got the old shades in.
Yeah, you can't really see
But-
it too well. You're on the wrong side.
Sorry. They are brighter and fresher, I think.
Yeah, they are better, you can tell. It's only like a little bit,
It's like,
but makes
I
a
don't know if you
difference.
pick up on camera, can you see in the bottom of the headlights there, it's all pitted and coming off.
You can't really see, but yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah. And it's things like that, isn't
When
it?
you get up close to a car and you look and the headlights mint, it makes a difference.
We've been really lucky, to be honest. We've had spares for like
Yeah.
quite a
Cosy
few
Dave
bits. Yeah.
has sorted us out. Like if we've cobbled together a few between the headlights we had.
Same with the fogs, isn't it? I mean, there's little bits, even if it's just a screw or a bracket or whatever.
It's just like we didn't have the glass, but he gave us two headlights, and now we've got a proper Ford glass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's little touches like that. You come and look. Oh, it's got the original Ford fog lights.
And we've tried to keep it as original as possible. All the parts, we've tried to keep everything matching, and
Yeah.
there's only so much you can do with a car at this age. But I think we've done well with what we've had. I think.
Yeah, we've still got a long way to go.
Yeah, like I say, everything we do now takes hours, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Sending me videos.
Nudes.
Oh, Evil GT. He was in
What, you sending new videos?
He just sent me. I went to college with him.
No, you didn't.
I did. Lives in Telford now.
Have worked with him then. Fishy mucker.
No, have you seen what they're in? It's a tuk-tuk
Yeah, with a bike engine.
with a bike engine in, 3 wheels.
I wouldn't want to go quick in that, do
You wouldn't, mate.
That's the difference with 3 nuts and in.
Fair play to him. He's in the passenger seat. I would not get in that car. You're now going to witness my efforts of this not fitting.
Can't wait.
'Cause it ain't going to fit, is it?
No.
It isn't.
This is just your practice going, it?
Is that what it is? Because this won't fit. Oh no.
You look backwards.
No, I've got to put that over the.
Can you do a slip?
Yeah. Told you it would fit.
That's why you should glue it.
I'll just make a slight incision.
Go on, doctor. You're going to stick it on, aren't you? Didn't you? Didn't you?
Might have to get to stretch. Oh, where was I? So, kind of works, but I don't know if you remember me saying on the original one, it's kind of shaped, like stretched.
Yeah.
For this, obviously where the gearbox goes, like where it recesses around there, it needs to stretch around. This isn't going to, if you stretch this, it's going to tear it where it mounts. And it just ain't going to work. So, what we've come up with a cunning plan, haven't we, Jack?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to cut it in the centre here. I might have to cut it in a few little bits to let it fall round, and then cut some pieces to put and stick in. I think it'll look alright. I think I know why Dave always goes on stag do's. He's got access to buy us a beer fund, and he spent all our beer money, mine and yours, and his, all on his beers. But, you know, help us out, buy us a beer, get your pound on the car.
We are going to stick another 100 on soon.
We keep saying it.
No, we are though.
Yeah, and we are going to finish this off, because I think that puts people off. They're like, why am I going to buy you a beer? You haven't even finished it.
I think you should use it as a daily.
No, we need to. All we've got to do is wrap these corners. We do need a bit more wrap. MOT, we're going to get in the comments. I'm thinking of straight piping it. everyone else does it. Matt Armstrong, straight pipes everything. Straight pipe the smart car, dump valve. What other silly things could we do? But we don't want to wreck it. Well, we can, because it don't matter, because it's covered in £5,000 worth of coins, so it doesn't matter what you do. You're not going to devalue it, are you? Because it's covered in the Queen's head.
By the time we finish, you'll have the King's head all over it.
Queen's head on the front,
King's head on the back. Probably have another...
don't start. Are you an assassin?
At this rate.
Can't, they'll do you?
I'll do then. Using them squares as a guide.
Yeah, I think that's what they're for.
That'll do it, won't it? Yeah. And then you can just piece in, if you need to, a little bit in the middle.
Yeah, this is where I've got to kind of think use the sticky, haven't I? You know that bit what I do want to do. Who put the engine in?
I'll show you who. This man here, right here. That does look pretty mint, doesn't it?
It looks right, mate. And like I said, I was not too keen on trying to stick it because someone put an engine in. But when you stick it, it goes into every nook and cranny, doesn't it?
Yeah, it stretches a bit better.
It stretches a bit better as well. So we've had to put that little bit of triangle piece in, which the gearbox goes there so you don't see it. I'm happy with that though. That looks. Just need to get some new clips to go over there. You'd have to like peek through here, but it finishes the bulkhead off. It's a nice smooth finish.
Back on all fours again.
On all fours again. You can see it a little bit better now. Like I said, you imagine when the brake servo's on there and everything else is all in. You won't even see it. You barely see it, but you don't want that scruffy old thing in there. I'm really happy how that's turned out. Like I say, with the sticky, it just sits in all the little nooks and crannies. And I'm glad I peeled all that off, but it is a bit, but if we've done it with the engine in there.
Told ya. Sound right, say sorry.
Sorry Dave, you're right. I'm glad we've got the headlights in now, we've got the grills in, we've got the little wiper arms or the mechanism in. We are missing a rubber.
Has anyone got?
Oh no, where we can get one in front. We'll have to check in our little parts bins.
That little piece there.
We've probably got it, but it's somewhere hiding away. But if you look, I know that we haven't got the catch, but...
Like a Sierra again.
Yeah. The bumper we've had off, the adjuster bit is seized. We need to get that up and running, but we've just literally run out of time. But that will pick that bumper.
Yeah. You're still going to have the little sag in the middle,
yeah,
but
it's an old bumper.
I don't think you can do much about that.
No, if there is, let us know.
Yeah, I think it's common, isn't it, on these?
Yeah, it's common. It's the heat, I think, and it's just...
It's quite heavy, isn't it, in the middle as well?
Yeah,
just pulling it all down.
But I hope you've enjoyed the little episode on the Cosy again. Like I say, when we get bits, we'll do stuff on it, but it is...
time consuming.
And the money.
Yeah.
It's money. We need to get rid of like the DS3. If we get that sorted and done, that's sold.
Oh, we need your help as well.
Yeah.
Cosy people. We've been back to the upholsterer, and what we need, realistically, if we want to match the fabric, we need an old matching Recaro.
It doesn't have to be like...
mint.
All he wants to use, basically, on... If I can't, there's no seat.
It's the back of the driver's seat. Basically, the guy said, it's going to look...
worn out on your seat, doesn't matter. He's going to literally use the fabric out. He's going to like cannibalise.
Yeah, unstitch the back fabric and use it on the bolsters.
And use that on the bolster.
Yeah, and that's the only way we're going to get matching fabric on the bolsters.
Because we have got sort of matching fabric, but because it's new, it looks completely different colour.
He said to us, basically, he can take the backs off our existing seats and use them for the bolsters, but he has to patch in a new piece of fabric on the back. So the back of the seats will look different.
Yeah.
And I've been to a couple of these people, and they've all said the same thing. You cannot get that fabric, so they use a completely different one, as close as possible. But it's you can tell.
So if you've got some cloth Recaro seat, if it's nailed on the front, it doesn't matter. We just need, if it's got a good back or a good bit of size thingy, he can use that to repair our bolsters. It's only on the outer edge, isn't it? It's just worn a bit thin.
Yeah, it's like when you get into the car, it's rubbed away. Yeah.
You know what it's like with big bolsters on the
because we've got some brand new bolsters for it as well, so we want to like...
He's got them, so literally...
But what my point was, is what we were saying about making progress. That's another big thing.
Yeah.
But we're getting stuck. It's the same with everything, but we've got to find the bits and the fabric, otherwise they can't progress and we can't progress.
It was like these headlights. It was in two situations. Use the old ones what look scruffy on a car that's just had a brand new paint job.
Yeah.
Or try and find a set of headlights what absolutely mint.
It's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thing. So if you can help us out with the seats.
And the badge.
Yes, and the badge.
We need badges front and back. Where's the best place to get them?
Just let us know in the comments, and we'll take a look, and hopefully we can get some.
If you want some information on where I got that, I'll drop the link in where I got that matting stuff from.
Yeah.
I have got some left, so I can cut you a piece off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But word advice: do it with your engine out.
Yeah. Basically, how we did it, don't do it.
Yeah.
But you'll get that result if you don't do it the stupid way around.
Learn from our mistakes.
Yes, not your mistakes. And that's why we do this. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Right, mate. That is it.
That is it.
We've run out of time.
Follow, share, and subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe and tell your mates. And buy us
Get the beer on the smart car.
Stokes is away next week.
Yeah.
Leaving me and Dave
To it,
to no
so-
good. So we might have something. It probably won't be the Cosy again, but
It
stay
might
tuned.
be.
Stay tuned.
Get that running, won't you? By the time I get back. Take it around the block.
I'm going to push it on the block. Right, we'll see you next week.
See you in a bit.